Hey everybody, this is Will Barrett and Kelly Barrett for Awesometistic, and this is just going to be an introductory video about our YouTube channel and why we're doing this. Mostly we're doing this because we want to tell you more and show you more about the world of autism, explain it, and also, thanks to her part, the world of MS and explaining what living with it is like and how it's affected me, how my autism has affected her, and mostly you're going to be hearing a lot of our stories about how we've lived with different abilities, not disabilities, because we don't look at it as a disability. So you're just here to see a lot of who we are. Follow on our journey with us because we fully believe that our journey is just beginning. We really appreciate you all coming along the ride for us. We hope you will enjoy what we have to offer. One of the big things this channel will be about, other than autism and MS, is faith. We just kind of felt called to do this. So, hey, Coco. I forgot too, she's going to be in the videos too because, well, look at her. Back to what I was saying. We felt the call to do this, and we're going to be sharing a lot of our personal journey, sharing about our faith, why we believe it, and you might get to hear our testimonies too on here, but you'll also get to hear a bunch of Bible verses that have helped us, and if you've watched the past couple of videos, I've already included some Bible verses and some topics that I felt really strongly about, and so that's just a little glimpse of what you're going to be seeing a lot of on this channel.
We are just going to let you into our lives. We're going to share a lot of things with you as they present themselves, and as we think of things, as we get inspiration or anything that the Lord lays on our hearts, we're going to share with you things that we think are relevant, that can be motivational.
You're also going to be hearing about what worked for me, and what worked for me was the gluten and dairy-free diet. I have been on the diet for the past 16 or so years, and I love the food. I love cooking the food too. Yes, I cook.
He's a good cook too.
Thank you. So we're going to be sharing a lot of recipes and just stuff that we love to make for ourselves. It's also for those who are just looking for a better, healthier eating lifestyle, because honestly, we've been eating it for a very long time and we just can't tell much of a difference, except that it's better.
Well, we could tell a difference in your behaviors, which is why we did the diet in the first place, because medications did not work. Medication was just a huge fail, all of the medications, and there were 6 to 8 different medications. I want to say a little bit about the diet because when Will was first diagnosed, we tried anywhere from 6 to 8 different medications, and to be honest, it just sounded like the easy thing to do. And we tried them as they were prescribed to us, and they had adverse reactions. We had bad side effects, to the point where he was either wound up just as tight as a violin string and stressed out, and it was really sad. It was pitiful, and it was either that extreme or the other, where he was just a lethargic couch potato, and you don't want that out of your 5 or 6 year old child. And so after all of these different medications and epic fails on everyone, I finally his dad and I said, nope, we're not doing this anymore. No more meds. We're done with this. And his regular pediatrician here in town, and also the developmental pediatrician in Richmond, Virginia, who was the doctor who finally diagnosed him with autism, had all suggested the gluten and dairy-free diet, along with someone else, another doctor who had suggested, someone in Atlanta that I had taken him to for testing, had suggested a gluten and dairy-free diet. And every time I said, I had no idea what it was. And then I just kind of blew the whole thing off because it sounded a little bit kooky to me. And I didn't think that it would work. And I totally doubted that it would have any effect on him. I was very wrong. It had astounding effects. And we watched him change dramatically to the point where our family and our friends, and especially his teachers, were saying, "Oh my goodness, what are you doing now? What is he taking? What are you doing? How he has changed so much." So we continued the diet because of the profound effects, the major changes that we could see in him, and the differences that it made. And once we started the diet and these changes started happening, there was no going back. There was no way that we were going to go back to our old eating habits, which it took me a long time to learn how to cook gluten-free and dairy-free, and I was a Southern cook. So there was no going back for us once we started the diet. We were very happy, very pleased with the results, and there was no going back. And at this point, now that he's much older, he can actually tell when he has had something with gluten in it.
Other than this YouTube channel, we have been writing a book for the past couple of years, and it is slow going because autobiographies are remarkably hard to write, and but we are near completion, I promise. We have made claims like that before, and they have turned out to be, what's the word I'm looking for?
Wrong.
Yes.
Just wrong. And here's the deal. When we first started the book, he was a sophomore in high school. And since then, the things that he would turn in for me to include in the book weren't that great. And so now he writes better than I do. And therefore there have been many different additions to the book, and a lot of changes to the book, and we've just ripped out chapters and chapters that I have written that really weren't necessary. But from a mother's point of view, I consider them to be not just helpful, but maybe very relatable to other moms that are going through the same thing or have gone through the same thing, whether your child has autism or not. There are just some mom things in there that I think we can all relate to. Also, I want to say I'm looking at the camera in the background. That frou-frou fireplace back there, it looks awful fancy. I got that at a thrift store and painted it. Our house is not real frou-frou fancy like that, but I just keep looking at it and thinking, that looks awful snazzy. It's really not. It's just that piece. And like I said, it was a thrift store thing. So anyway, another thing that's also not going to be what you see behind us very much, because we're going through construction right now and remodeling, because I no longer drive, and after I had to sell my car, I decided that I would redo our dining room into a place for all of my books. I really love books. I love to read. We're going to do a library. That sounds a little gigantic too, and it's not. It's just a little study with bookshelves. But that's what you're going to see in the future. Hopefully not too far in the future, but that's where we're going to be videoing. I just want to put that in there.
I want to point something out. You went from the book to the house to the fireplace, to the study. Why won't you do a podcast now?
I'm not going to do that because I don't like to hear myself talk. Just go.
No one
Just keep
does.
talking.
One more thing we're going to be sharing with our YouTube audience is our precious camera shy pooch, Coco. Her name is Coco, named after Chanel. If I can get her up here.
She is our trained therapy dog. Thanks to shout out to John Williams and Daniel Stuckert at Titans Canine for their excellent work. And look at her, she's gonna look down. For their excellent work in training her. She is a very well trained therapy dog. At home, without her vest on, she's just a sweet little pet. Very loving and affectionate and extremely smart. But when we snap her vest on, she goes straight to work. And that's all just good training. That doesn't have a whole lot to do with us other than keeping up the good work that they started, that they did. But she's certified.
Again, she is taking cover from the camera, so
Anyway.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing that we're going to talk about a little bit, when Will was in middle school, it was very, very important to me for him to pick a sport and join a team. And I am a huge advocate for that, for any child, regardless of your ability, disability, whatever your proclivities are. I'm a huge advocate for a child being a part of a team. One, it teaches good sports. Why can't I say that?
Sportsmanship.
Thank you. It teaches good sportsmanship, and also being part of a team is just a guaranteed group of friends. All that to say, we just wanted to do this video to introduce ourselves, to tell you a little bit about who we are and what we're going to be doing and what you can be looking for on this channel. And hopefully there'll be more things on this channel as it progresses and hopefully gets bigger. One of the things that we intend to do is I intend to stop saying so much. But one thing that we do intend to do is answer questions. Inevitably, there are lots of questions. Will, there I go again. Will does a lot of speeches. He's a great public speaker, which scares the pants off of a lot of people, but not Will. He is fantastic and somehow not intimidated by that. But he has spoken for small groups. He has spoken at churches and schools and universities and civic groups and organizations, Rotary Club, Kiwanis Optimist Club, Sunday school classes, and for as short a time as 5-10 minutes to 50 minutes with a PowerPoint. But inevitably there are things that we could leave out, or things that we haven't thought about. But also everyone is different. Every person with autism is different. Every person with MS is different. And so we welcome any of your questions. We invite your questions and hope that you will get in touch with us somehow. You can get in touch with us through the website or Instagram or
Facebook, comment section.
Yep.
Okay, I think that's going to be the end of this. So,
The end of this video, not the end of the channel. Just the end of this video.
My bad. That's going to be the end of this video. Please subscribe to us. It would really help us out a lot if you would. We really hope you'll come back for more. We're going to try to keep our content interesting and new. Yeah. So, It would also really help us out a lot if you would keep up with us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, all that, and the website too. The website is currently under construction.
Oh yeah, Spencer Cheeks. Thank you. Shout out to him.
Yeah. If you're watching this, buddy, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
And to Will Watkins, who helps us out with these videos tremendously.
Yeah, him as well.
And Brandon
Blackburn. So we have a lot of people to thank for this. Spencer, Will, Brandon.
And also, I just want to say a quick thank you to all the people that have read every edition of our book. We've got some people who have read it over and over and over again in different variations, and we thank you all. We've had so many wonderful people that support us and have supported us, and they call and they encourage us, and which is part of the reason I think why we felt led to do this, why we felt led to do this YouTube channel, because encouraging people and just wonderful friends and family who care, just knowing that someone else is kind of in your shoes is comforting. That's
going to be the end of it, everybody. So thank you for watching this again, and we really hope you will tune in next time. So have a blessed day.
Bye.